Hi everyone, my name is Anita and this is 5-Minute Travel. Have you ever been in love with something and so reticent to part with it that you just keep using it because you love it so much? Well, that's me. This is my travel purse that I have had for almost 30 years. I bought it from the Sundance catalog in the early 1990s. It's a hobo brand, and it has been the best travel purse that I've ever had. And here's what I like about it. Number one, it has a built-in wallet, which is fantastic. It has places for bills. It has a big pocket up here. It has a place for all of my cards, a few pens, additional things here, and then another big pocket right here at the top of this side. Now, the other thing that I love is it has a big open pocket in the front. It has lots of space for my sunglasses, my phone, my chapstick, my comb, and whatever other small things that I want to take with me. It also has this nice pocket in the back where I can put ticket stubs, brochures, guides to museums, my phone if I'm not using it. But the problem is, I've been using it for 30 years. The lining is starting to rip out of this thing. It's falling apart. And I took it to Italy of all places last year, and it was a little bit embarrassing in the land of custom leather, beautiful designer handbags. So I finally have made the decision to retire it. But I love the features of this bag so much that I was not willing to just buy any old bag. I spent hours trolling the internet trying to find something that's really similar to this one, that's small, that has a place for everything. And I think I finally found that bag. So I'm going to retire my lovely little bag that served me well, and I'm going to try out this new one. So as I was looking around the internet, I discovered the company Minooy. I had never heard of them before. And they make a huge, huge variety of purses that I thought were kind of brilliant. They seem to be very well thought out. They have pockets for everything, places for everything. So I went ahead and I ordered one after reading reviews, and I believe that it's a good quality product. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to unbox my Minooy bag. I'm going to show it to you as I see it for the first time, and we're going to see if this thing lives up to the high expectations that I have. So let's go ahead and let's take it out of its box. So let's go ahead and take this out of its box. It's a beautiful quality box. It has a magnetic closure here that just pops open, and when we open it up, we see here there is a lovely little thank you card for buying their product. It says, "Crafted in passion, created with purpose." I love that logo. I like things that are designed well and well thought out. So this bodes well for this bag. All right, so I'm going to pull out this little interior bag here that has the purse in it. I'm going to set this box aside. And so it comes in this nice bag. It's tied up with a pretty silk ribbon here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up, and we are going to see what this looks like. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, first impressions. The leather on this bag is very soft without being flimsy or cheap. I'm looking here at the stitching. The stitching is very even. It has high quality thread, and the beautiful little logo stamp here. This bag seems like it is on first glance very high quality. We have, it looks like to be brass fittings or bronze fittings perhaps. Good quality zippers. They feel like they have some weight to them. They're not flimsy little zippers that have been skimped on. So this is nice. All right. Oh, we also have a cute little brand tag here hanging off of the side. I like that. So let's take a look at what we have as far as compartments. So on the front, we have a snap compartment that opens up to just a single pocket. That's nice. I like the fact that it snaps shut so things don't accidentally pop out. Oh, and this is also a magnetic snap. It goes down. You don't have to push it. It just kind of pops into itself, which is really nice. On the back, we have another large pocket. I think this is nice because this is the side that will rest against your body while you're carrying it around. I think this is great for having your phone for easy access, as well as being a little more secure, being right up against your body. So now the part I'm most excited about is the interior of this bag. One of the things that sold me on this bag was the way that the inside was designed. Now, the first thing I like is that the zippers go pretty far down the side here. So when you open it, you don't have a small opening at the top. It opens quite far so that you can really get to everything on the inside. Okay, so first of all, there is a large pocket here at the top. We also have a smaller, shorter pocket here in front of that one. So that's going to be really nice just for carrying small things. Now, here is one of the big selling features for me for this bag, and that is this part right here in the back. This is a panel that not only holds several credit cards in the front, as well as a couple of pens right here, but this whole thing snaps out, and when you turn it over on the back, it has additional storage for more credit cards, or other kinds of cards. I'm thinking this would be great for your Metro cards if you're in Paris, for your Oyster card if you're riding around on the tube in London, or whatever other transport cards you might have. This would be a great place for, say, my global entry card to go, my insurance cards, other cards that I don't need on a fairly regular basis. So this is really nice because it just slides into this section here. It snaps back in. These ones are not magnetic, but they're very easy to reattach. So this first part has a lot going for it that I really like. So I'm going to zip this compartment up, and then I'm going to take us into the other compartment. These zippers unzip and zip really nicely. So same thing on this one. The zippers unzip really far down the side. And okay, so this is another thing that was a huge selling point for me. Here is the strap. I'll put that on in a minute. One of the other great selling points for me were these two compartments right here. So these are designed for sunglasses, which I love. So you can have two pairs of sunglasses, one here and one here. And then on the other side, you have an additional compartment here that snaps shut. I'm thinking my sunglasses can go in there. And then in between, you also have a connection here for any keys that you might have. Usually when I go on vacation, I just have my house key so that when I get home, I can get into my house. And then any other like car keys that I have to maybe Airbnb rentals that I have rented, or other things for which I need a key. So that's nice. It stays secure in your bag and it doesn't get lost if you're pulling other things out of your bag. So on first impressions, I really like this bag. The size is very similar to my old bag. It's a little bit taller, but really size-wise, it's about the same. And I didn't want something that was a lot bigger than my old bag. So let's take a look at what I put in my bag, and then we're going to see if everything that I want to take with me, that I will carry around with me during the day, is going to fit. Okay, so what are the things that I'm going to need to fit in my bag? Now, you're going to notice as I go through this, I am very much a minimalist when it comes to my day bag that I carry around with me as I'm sightseeing or visiting places in Europe. So here is all that I have in my bag. And this is what I'm going to need to fit into my new Minooy. So let's see if it's going to work. So I've got my cloth to clean my glasses. I have my glasses, sunglasses, distance glasses, and then my reading glasses. And then next I have cash. These are some euros that I have left over from last year when I was in Europe. So I'll be packing those along in my bag. And then next is my global entry card. So this is rarely needed. I don't think I have ever had to produce it at the US border because your global entry is tied to the number on your passport. And with the biometric passport now, you really don't need to have this, but I don't know. I just err on the side of caution. And then speaking of my passport, that's also going to need to fit into the bag. Now, I am a person that keeps my passport on me at all times. I never, ever leave it in my room. And that's kind of a matter of debate, but that's my personal preference. So my bag needs to have my passport. Also, I'm going to need 2 pens because I always end up having to write something down. Then I've got my lip balm, and then I've got some hand lotion because that just makes me feel better. And breath mints. Altoids also makes me feel better, so I bring those along. Now, the cards that I take, not too many. I always bring my driver's license and my proof of auto insurance, because if there's even the possibility that I may end up renting a car, you got to have both of those things. So even if I don't plan to rent a car, I bring those along anyway. I also bring my health insurance card. And even though this does not cover me in Europe at all, I found that if you ever need to take advantage of a medical facility in Europe, that's the first thing they're going to ask for is your medical card. Even though it doesn't do anything for you there, it's almost like a little admission ticket to get in. Finally, I take 3 cards. I take my debit MasterCard, I take a regular Visa card, and then I take my Chase Sapphire card simply because it is 0 international purchase fees. And I play the points game, so it helps me rack up points in Europe so that I can never pay airfare, which is one of the things I'm most fond of. Okay, so I just put the strap on here with all of my things inside of it, and I noticed something that's another really great design feature, and that is how this little toggle attaches onto the bag. It's a little different than anything I've ever seen. So let's see if the focus here will work. When you open it up, it's like a whole little claw that clamps back around itself. It's not just connected here. I often find when bags are designed like that often it will come undone and the strap will come off. But this one, once you put it on, it overlaps itself. I really like that. I think that's a nice little security feature. I think it also makes it harder for somebody to get this off of you if they were trying to do that sneakily in the metro or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this bag on and let's see how it looks with the size and how it feels when I put it on with everything inside of it. All right, let's try it. Here's the bag on, and I have everything loaded in here that I showed to you guys that was laid out, and it all fits perfectly, and I have so much more room in here. I can easily get in a small water bottle, a small sunscreen, and just the little things that I'll pick up during the day as I'm walking around cities. So I think this bag is going to work. If the leather was any heavier or the bag was any bigger, I think I would have a problem with it. But honestly, it is so lightweight and I don't fill it chock full of things that this is going to be absolutely perfect. Now, while I was putting it on, I did notice something. This adjustable strap is very easy to make it shorter. You just pull it up like this. To make it longer, it easily slides down like that. Super easy. There's no holes with a buckle that you have to undo, adjust, and then poke it in. It's just very, very fast and easy. So this is about where I like my bag to sit on my hip as I'm wandering around. So, the last thing I think I'll say is that this part right here, that's going to be great for change. There's really no interior closed pockets, so this outside one will be really nice for coins that I pick up along the way, because oftentimes they just end up rattling around the bottom of your bag, and I really don't want to have that happen. Now, about the details for this bag. So again, this is the company Minooy. They make many, many different styles of bag, but again, I picked this one because it was closest to my old bag. This comes in 13 different colors, various shades of leather, various dyed colors. So, any shade of color or color that you want, they probably have it. Right now it's retailing for $169 US. Shipping is free. So I think for a bag of this quality, this is a really, really fair price point. So I put the link below if you're interested. You can take a look there and see if there's anything there that will meet your needs for traveling in Europe. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. My channel is brand new, but I've been told by many people that I should do this because I do have a lot of different tips and tricks for traveling in Europe. I've been traveling in Europe for 35 plus years, and I feel like I have a lot to offer. So I will be posting videos, some a little longer than 5 minutes, some a little less than 5 minutes, about little nuances having to do with European travel. My next one is going to be what kind of layover time do you need in airports in Europe? So I'm going to be talking about the factors that you need to consider when you have a layover, landing in one airport, catching a plane, and then flying to another airport. What do you need to think about and how much layover time do you really need? So that's going to be my next video. So look for that coming out in the next week or so. But for now, I hope this was useful, and I really do thank you for watching. Have a great day.